Hello, my lord. I see you're awake today. How long is that going to last?
Has the Brotherhood been destroyed?
I wanted more information before I did that.
The worst impulses of mankind, concentrated in one insane, backward tribe. The Brotherhood seems to have formed not long after the Great Atomic War. It's hard to know. They care little for history. Some of the Brotherhood scribes we captured further east didn't even know the name of their founder, Roger Maxine. They like to pretty up their mission with trappings of chivalry. But the truth is they're hoarders. They hoard technology. It's been 200 years, and they still have the mentality of scavengers. They say they're preserving these technologies, but for what? They have no vision. They offer no future. They're a dead end.
They're a dead end that you could perhaps use to your advantage.
You don't think very far ahead, do you? Sure. Their hatred of the NCR would seem to qualify them for use as proxies. But then, what do you do with them? Each paladin is quite powerful. I'd have to be convinced that present benefits outweighed future costs.
Is it really necessary to destroy the Brotherhood?
If I say the Brotherhood should be destroyed, it's necessary. My Legion can win a fight against the Brotherhood of Steel, but it would be costly. Your job is to make sure there's no Brotherhood for us to fight.
Yes, it would be costly if you had to fight them, which is why it would be costly if we make them fight the NCR. But if this is what you desire, then I'll destroy the Brotherhood.
2 of my scouts have reported seeing patrols of men in power armor near Hidden Valley. Begin your search there.
Yeah, you mentioned Hidden Valley earlier, and then you seemed to stroke out for a bit. Perhaps we should talk about your health.
Take care of the Brotherhood. Maybe then we can have a conversation.
You sure you don't want to talk about it now? It seems like it might be very important.
I said take care of the Brotherhood. Then we talk. Maybe.
Fine. We'll deal with the Brotherhood first.
Return to me when you've destroyed the Brotherhood of Steel.
Got it. They will die. Don't worry. Unless I can find a different way to prevent them from dying. Looks like you're ready to go out in the town. I imagine you're tired of standing around in this tent. Perhaps you'd like to come with me.
Indeed. If you are true to Caesar.
I'm always true to Caesar. I don't know why you would insinuate otherwise.
Awe.
We're going after the Brotherhood of Steel today. Do you know anything about them?
That's one group I absolutely do not understand. They've got the best weapons and best armor in the entire Mojave. I've seen a gauze rifle rip the face off a Deathclaw.
Oh, damn.
Yet they let the NCR embarrass them in HELIOS One and send them into hiding somewhere with their tails tucked between their legs. If the Legion had the gear the Brotherhood has, we would have taken the dam easily already.
Having a bunch of highly trained soldiers wielding very powerful equipment sounds like an asset that Caesar should be interested in using. But he was right about the burned man. Maybe he's right about the Brotherhood as well. Yep, this seems like people might have been here recently. Might find some clues down here. Hey!
Listen very closely and do as I say. Your life depends on it. Hand over everything you're carrying. Weapons, ammo, clothes, armor, everything. I want you stripped down to your underwear.
Hey, it looks like I found the Brotherhood quite easily. Or rather, they found me. Wasn't expecting this.
Strip off your clothes and equipment or face summary execution. Will you comply?
Yeah, I'll comply with whatever you say.
Paladin Ramos is waiting for you.
Alright, I'm naked now. You like what you see? He doesn't like what he sees. He's walking away. Oh, he's escorting me at gunpoint. Got it. Now he's pistol whipping me. This is very inconvenient.
Normally I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully?
If I came bringing war, you'd probably be dead already. So, obviously I'm being peaceful. Why, you want me to leave?
You either go with me to the Elder, or I put you in the ground right here. Choose.
God, you're so hostile. Fine, take me to your leader. Go!
I'll take you to him. Follow me. Closely. Or you'll be shot.
Yes, I get it. I understand the consequences of my actions.
How did you find us, stranger? And do tell the truth.
You left a bunch of graffiti on the outside of your bunker. Made it very noticeable. Made me curious.
The security of this bunker is my foremost concern, and I take pains to minimize our exposure topside. For this reason, I might be interested in contracting with an outsider. who can accomplish certain tasks. Some basic, some a bit more involved. An NCR Ranger has begun to set up post in one of the other bunkers up top, for example. I want him driven off. Understood?
Why haven't you killed this NCR soldier already?
Yes, we could kill him easily enough. But sometimes you can learn a great deal by observing people, both enemies and friends. Which is why it will be very interesting to observe how you choose to deal with the situation, and decide which you are, enemy or friend. Do we understand one another?
I assume that means you want me to kill him?
I never said the Ranger had to be killed, and I wasn't giving you the option. I merely asked if you understood. Paladin Ramos will escort you back to the bunker's entrance and set you loose. Notice that I said loose, not free. You are not free to carry the secret of this bunker's location beyond Hidden Valley, until I'm convinced that you're capable and dependable. To underscore this point, you'll be fitted with an explosive collar. Wander off and it will detonate. Focus on your mission, and you'll be fine.
Wait, you're gonna put a collar on me? Well, that's demeaning.
You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the Ranger.
Oh, you got my junk here. Alright. So I don't have to go around naked? Hooray. But now I've got this explosive bomb collar around my neck. Is this what all the slaves have had to endure? I don't feel bad about it, because they're slaves, but this is really humiliating. Also very concerning, because it could go off and kill me. Couple of powder gangers hanging out around here. Don't usually see you guys wandering, or...
Wouldn't want to live forever if I had to look like a ghoul.
Or armed with laser rifles. That's new and interesting.
You and me are alright.
You guys are having way too much fun with these explosives.
Thought you'd sneak up on me, you filthy powder ganger?
I'm not a powder ganger. And you keep pointing that gun at me and I'll cram it up your ass.
Huh. Got some stones on you, son. I like that. What can I do for you?
What are you doing out here? I thought you'd be, doesn't matter where I thought you'd be. What are you doing out here?
Well, I thought I might set up a safe house in one of the bunkers here. Between the remote location and the dust storms, I figured it was ideal. Of course, seems a lot less remote since you showed up. Plus, I haven't been able to get my radio working, and a safe house is no good without one. I reckon I'll stick around a while, patrol for troublemakers, see if I can get that radio working.
There's literally 10 powder gangers in the immediate area, and you're right across from a powder ganger base. This seems like a bad location for a safe house.
And in your expert opinion, why would that be?
Because of the powder gangers that are all around.
Be a rude awakening to find 15 of those merciless bastards looking down at me snoozing on my bedroll. Yep, I'd be better off setting up an ambush along one of their routes to catch stragglers. Thanks for the information. You may have saved my life.
Yeah, you never know when a powder ganger could show up, like the ones over there. Or the ones over there, in the direction that you're heading directly towards. Well, this could be interesting. Oh, just gonna charge and take them all on. Okay. Let's see who wins. 1 powder ganger dead. 2 powder gangers dead. Okay, I doubted his skills, but he's going on a rampage. I like the way you killed those powder gangers. Very efficient.
Sorry, but I've got a long hike ahead of me. You take care.
Okay, bye now.
Stand back from the door. The Elder's eager to hear your report.
And I'm eager to give it, so I can get this collar off me. I've had it on for a whole 5 minutes and it's starting to itch. Driving me crazy.
How did you resolve the situation with the Ranger?
He's gone. For now and perhaps for good.
Why did he leave? And what makes you think he won't be back?
I convinced him that staying here was dangerous because of the powder gangers. And then he killed a bunch of powder gangers. So I don't even know anymore.
He'll keep his distance, setting ambushes, never suspecting that these bunkers house something far more dangerous to him than criminals. Well played. Since you completed your assigned task, I will allow you to come and go from the bunker freely. So let's get that collar off you. There, that's better, I hope.
Oh, relief.
Now that we have that bit of unpleasantness out of the way, there is a matter that I would like to discuss with you. Stop by the command room when you can. Oh, and bear in mind, if you end up betraying us, we will know it, and there will be no mercy.
I'm still holding on to the hope that there's a peaceful resolution somewhere here. Somewhere we can find a way to utilize your resources, perhaps without brutally murdering you all.
When you first showed up on our doorstep, I'll admit at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of great use to me right now. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
Surely you and your people would be better suited to look for them. You would know where they would be patrolling and everything.
The less who are aware of this situation, the better. My brothers and sisters were deeply traumatized by the losses we incurred several years ago. It would be imprudent to worry them unduly without first discovering the facts of the situation.
I guess I'll begin looking right now.
The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them.
So be it. I will equip myself with some armaments and go find your missing patrols.
You're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely. Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess. Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown. No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years, and those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by, and many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations, and all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
A new Elder who might be amenable to attacking NCR troops? To ally themselves with a rival faction? The Legion, perhaps? Does this sound like you, Hardin?
I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
I like your ruthlessness. How do you propose we do this?
I don't know. I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an Elder and come up with nothing. If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again. And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally.
Having the Brotherhood as an ally is everything I could have ever wanted. I will do this for you.
Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
Something I can help you with?
Hypothetically, what would an Elder have to do to get the boot?
So you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios.
Ah, yes, HELIOS One, where you got your asses kicked by the NCR.
Our Elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the Elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
I completely understand why he wanted to take that place over. There was a really cool weapon there. Check it out. I just vaporized a scorpion right above us. You can't see it, but he is in smoldering ashes. Be it known that from this day, Kenneth Jones is no longer Elder because he has willfully gone against the chain that binds and has been forced to step down. I don't know what that is.
What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Have you ever heard of the chain that binds?
I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training.
I found out that an elder was dismissed due to it.
I could be wrong, but I think that's a dead end. McNamara's always followed orders, and we've been incommunicado since fleeing Helios.
Oh, never mind then. I guess I'll keep doing what the elder wants me to do, looking for lost patrols and retrieving their mission discs.
Yes, I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know.
Of course, I will report to you before I report to the elder, in case I find something we can use against him. The chain that binds is the cornerstone of the organization, the bedrock that supports the great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad of branches. Orders are to observe the flow and not skip ranks. A superior may only give orders to his direct subordinates and not to those beneath them. In this way, harmony of intent and cohesion of thought is maintained. Hey Hardin, did you know there's a second part to the chain that binds?
Second part? What are you talking about?
It says a superior is not allowed to give orders to the men under his subordinate.
That is the standard procedure, yes. For example, McNamara gives orders to head scribe Taggart, who then relays further orders to the scribes. I wasn't aware that failing to do so was punishable, however. Interesting. If we can just find an instance where McNamara went around someone and gave orders to their subordinates, we'll have him.
He can't confront the elder unless he's got proof. So we're going after those holodiscs after all. The Boomer Ruins! Yes, I remember this place. I remember Janet. And it looks like one of the Brotherhood patrols was in the area. Maybe they're in this giant crater? No, maybe a different crater. This is the crater, yup. Oh, you got a smile on your face, don't you? They were investigating reports about the Boomers, and the threat level was considered minimal, and then they exploded. So, maybe not so minimal.
Have you discovered anything?
I found the patrols for the Elder, at his request. They all had mission discs, with orders from McNamara on them.
Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man. This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. With this, I can finally have him removed as Elder and end this ridiculous lockdown.
I imagine this bureaucratic process is going to take some time.
The process won't be instantaneous, but with this evidence, my path is clear.
Take all the...
Welcome, my friend. A new day has dawned for this chapter, and moving forward we will no longer cower in the dark. And we have you to thank for it. You'll find that I can be generous to those who show loyalty.
I'm always happy to depose an ineffective and weak ruler. I value strength above all else. And I'd like to join the Brotherhood.
That's not usually a request we agree to. Typically we take in the young, so that they might be trained through adolescence. In special cases, we allow exceptional individuals to conditionally join. Luckily for you, you happen to be exceptional.
Hooray!
The condition is that you must complete a task. This task must prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have what it takes to join the Brotherhood. I happen to have something perfectly suitable in mind. Though I warn you, it won't be easy.
As long as you're not asking me to wipe out the Legion, I can probably do it.
Our scouts reported that a group was establishing itself in the area as a distributor of pre-war weapons. Our elder at the time, Elijah, was too concerned with getting Helios running and fending off the NCR, so he ordered us to leave them alone. It's time that we correct that oversight and show this region that the Brotherhood is still a force to be reckoned with. I want you to visit these weapons dealers, this Van Graff family, make an example of them. Leave no one alive.
That name sounds familiar. The Van Graffs. Van Graff. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're already dead. They tried to betray the Legion, and that would not be allowed to stand. So I'm pretty sure they're already dead. Yup. Yup, building is still completely empty because they're all dead. Mission accomplished. I just double-checked. Van Graffs are dead still.
This is a small step in the right direction. but it's damn good to move forward again. It is my honor to bestow upon you the title of Paladin of the Brotherhood, for your meritorious service in its name. Normally there'd be a ceremony and such, but everyone is too busy at the moment for such frivolity. I can give you this, however, your very own suit of power armor. We can't spare our best, but I had the knights assemble this one for your use. Which reminds me, you don't even know how to use these, do you?
It's just like any other armor, but heavy, right?
If you don't know what you're doing, you won't even be able to walk with it on. So how about a bit of quick instruction?
I suppose I've got some time, but I'm a busy man.
It's easy once you get used to it. First, we'll start with putting it on.
Okay, just slipped right in. Okay, that's a tight squeeze. Okay, now I'm inside a companion.
While you are now a member of the Brotherhood, I cannot ask any more of you. I'm sure you have goals of your own outside these walls.
I do.
You are free to come and go as you please, though I hope you'll return to us someday in a more permanent capacity. I wish you the best outside. Brother.
Brother! He called me brother. I'm already part of a different brotherhood, but there's the reason I can't be a part of two.
Leave the area immediately.
You don't have to threaten them, Adelphus. We're trying to make a union between the two organizations.
Leave the area immediately.
Not making this easy. So this is what power armor feels like. Kind of bulky. I suppose it'll offer decent protection when I charge into battle, but... God, really riding up my ass right now. Ugh. And there's no flexibility or mobility. Just resheathing this weapon is going to be difficult. No, I can't keep wearing this. It'll drive me crazy. I'm back, my lord.
Has the Brotherhood been destroyed?
I have infiltrated the highest ranks of the Brotherhood of Steel, and I wield a lot of influence with their leaders. When the Legion attacks Hoover Dam, I'll command the Brotherhood of Steel to attack NCR outposts as a distraction.
And you think the value of the chaos it will sow behind the profligates' lines is worth letting them live? All right. Let it be so. The Brotherhood will have to be dealt with eventually, but for the moment, they live to serve.
I knew you'd come to see things my way. This temporary alliance could blossom into something even better than either of us could have foreseen. I've got a few more other ideas on how I could help serve the Legion, so I'll be back later to see what tasks you have for me.
Complete your mission and return to me.
Yeah, so now I'm a member of the Legion and the Brotherhood of Steel. Bask in my glory.
One man cannot serve two masters.
Well, I have one true master and one secondary master.
That still sounds like heresy to me.
Can you imagine a world in which people take orders from that guy?
I hate bosses who micromanage me all the time. It's like, I know how to do my job. I know how to clean toilets. Why are you telling me what to do?
I would have assumed that station to be beneath you, but...
I like cleaning stuff. It's fun.
It's a shame you won't be able to do that anymore since you are bomb-strapped to your desk.
Oh, no, see, I thought a way around that. You see, I got the seatbelt here. I just put the seatbelt on, and then I just wheel myself around on the chair.
How are you gonna get down those stairs, though?
I carry him down the stairs, sir. Yeah, Dick carries me down the stairs.
Does he feel comfortable having an active bomb that close to his head?
I don't particularly care about much anymore.